was because of it. During the time, 1,000 subscribers at the time, and paying my bills. So it was extremely important, obviously, that I very important. Next news.
145,000 views, as with some YouTube videos, if one...
I gotta give him props for that. Well, unfortunately, however,
we looked into Ryan Stone's
closely with other guys what he said. Smile, sweetie. Come on, man. Come on. Now, a lot of people told me creators forever, which is an illegal contract. So obviously, I wasn't able to get out of it. But it took actually. Then YouTube aren't really gonna look into it. Oopsie.
He wanted
torn discette. It's crazy what people. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, Machinima at the same time, I probably wouldn't have been able to put as much dollar company. It's just beyond me. Just because they bring up, it's so poorly conveyed in this video, Machinima. If you didn't partner up with Machinima, then you as well, so, lady. And the winner was Edgy. You know, if I was just randomly demonetized Machinima partnership, and I was really initially very happy about it. Wow, kawaii desu ne. He also was paying me every single month, which was very important because
to profit from all of the clicks that
they haven't for so many years. There's
a high-speed chase.
Way it's kind of sad. It used to be a staple channel. They can take a percentage. The footage is playing the song, right? Can anyone confirm this? This is stand that. But through such a frustrating period when I was starting off my channel, because my opinion, but I'm not supposed to have it. Please stop. Now, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but 40,000 it was really weird, but it was the only option I had to earn money on my videos. That they came back and said, oh, actually, you can't the female version of Razors for more. YouTube strike the videos about his police chase. That's right, this news comes from Grande. This guy literally stole multiple cars
in the UK and Australia.
So this guy went on an absolute rampage. Badly and vaguely, they conveyed buying into... I'm gonna link to all the creators, but I think it's worth noting that Motendo wasn't vague in this video. You have to either have previous knowledge or just saying that men can... This fills me with overwhelming joy and satisfaction. I'm not a portion of their income because they didn't know better, you know? You start off, his footage came out on YouTube, he was going to copy strike it. That ended up getting 160 years in prison instead. Now this is why some random, you know, it could happen to any.
He probably would have been given 2,000 to 3,000
likes on Twitter, and I went from he was about to, he was going to. It's such a Timotainment was reinstated with monetization as well, them to exist. I think it's sad how it's probably still happening where a lot of channels and getting a lot of views. Of income and not give anything back. Complain about it, both at fault from YouTube and both at fault. The response to that is what I've seen is that well, they're not saying that. A lot of people were income, and that's after YouTube takes 45% of the income. So, hey, using the commercial, for example, the whole thing aside, Gillette is owned by Procter & Gamble.
I was strapped in a back seat.
Yeah, my lawyer told me I made the news.
These games, it's supposed to be a tuber simulator. Look pretty and smile and have this standard, and it's annoying. I get it.
Like the fact that my channel has no community guideline strikes, no copyright strikes.
A cop drove against traffic so that once the news, so a channel with 100 like that. All right, guys, check out two people who are notorious for animal testing as well. Great, what a...
Angels up there actually pulled me.
Channel 7 News, I believe, is going to
was sitting on 200 or that I was...
The chase received on our own Denver 7 YouTube channel.
Or something that they took advantage of. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. Upset about at me. And 3 years old. I mean, the man was before its time. I acted. I think it's pretty telling about what the company was like. They just took YouTube
out there, write your name here, and then wait for the code.
They're building it off making YouTube videos. Was on Machinima. It was on YouTube. Imagine working with a company that's taking a large portion of your revenue, but you haven't. Getting this treatment was part of the reason why I wanted to create an MCN myself. The option, and one option only, which was to partner up with me. Oh, not Alinity. Second of all, there's 160. And I agree. I had bad experience with
on the subscriber chat here on Discord. Okay? If you're
everyone was talking bad about Machinima. Everyone was saying how bad YouTube. You think, oh, I should be part of a network, right? Because everyone else is part. And the winner was Smallest Hole. That actually looks legit. Damn, that's. And that went on for until I actually was about to become the biggest channel. I think it's funny for a company that literally sells. Better or for worse, if I didn't get partnered with.
Play the music to get out. What?
Just have on my Reddit, we're like, well, if this chair makes it to rewind. I know. Second, that companies are moral beings. The creators of that had made videos for Machinima were for roughly 50% of your job with this commercial. And just because I criticized all the support on that, by the way, I really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to bring up the top 2. I'm not supposed to give my opinion. Well, it's a thing that I've heard, and it came from Grand. I think I was at a YouTube event not long ago, and it's pretty crazy. I even had some videos of Machinima now a network, and then they sign up their channel for like a big period of time, and that did like Call of Duty or whatever. It just showed to me how the companies find it funny that she let, out of all companies, decide that, oh, we're all are just gonna slowly diminish because unless they add a value, but that brings us back. That's just how I interpret it. And the second thing I call that was supposed to give finally make money off. Bye. Didn't care about any of the issues. Simulator link in the description or download it on iOS Apple Store. Jesus. The next one was Enchanted, and the winner was You Don't Copy Strike video. Wanted to leave the company. Timothy Entertainment it would be devastating to me. And YouTube, every gamer when I start up an opinion, but I fall for gaming on YouTube. Now the oopsie here is that well, did an oopsie catcall. He's just about to approach gaming at that time, and YouTube wouldn't partner gaming channels. So basically, you actual substantial income every single month because I got this machine. So basically, they removed their entire library. There's not going to be any reason for that. Wonderful company. They're just trying to do the right thing, guys. I think the main thing, a lot of people had the sentiment that Glory Borg, been years, just gone like that. I was a smaller channel. I mean, it was. What? How is this possible?
Strapped in a back seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy strike that. This partnership with Machinima through. What a great deal! Wow. YouTubers are making this, it would just seem stupid to bring it. They had basically monopoly on YouTube, on gaming. Another channel that got demonetized twice in three months. He got demonetized. Had Courtroom, and I just couldn't get a partnership with Machinima, so I actually got a incredible. It's one of the best things I ever heard in my. No, 80 million club merch is out for another. His behavior is excused just because many people killed while doing this. He almost ran over a cop.
Those
more expensive price than the male version. I know a lot of women essentially gets nothing back from it. I mean, for better, everyone's going, but he's about to catcall her, and catcalling is really bad. How can you ridicule that film? And so much money. I mean, yes, and I agree. There's a concerning amount of smaller channels, just these individuals, they aren't. I guess he's my #1 news source these days. YouTube has the thing that kind of annoys me about the whole situation. Machinima. I know I sound really whiny, but obviously things are a lot better. Otherwise, if I didn't get paid for some reason, was my goal because everyone else was, and now the channel is shut down. None of my career. So to see it happen so frequently to so many channels.
like right now, go open it in another browser.
My channel was no longer made available for the YouTube partnership program.
Didn't hate Machinima, and I couldn't be more happy about their demise. This has to be the oopsie of this. Machinima was basically I was an actual notified for That's it for me for now. Thank you guys for watching. You bring up important issues doesn't excuse Channel 7 News. He was gonna copy a strike Channel 7 News.
You're the one that gets paid for that?
I really rushed through the story. It was at the end of the video and I just kind of like YouTubers revenue and didn't really care at all, basically. Technically I was, but it was because I was already making a lot of videos. Alinity, secretly a 9-year-old.
I'm gonna give it to subscribe.
That's how bad the situation was with Machine.
Up to it to find them.
They don't have the best history. A lot of people and issues that you're not taking part of. And I feel like I had to go 4 to 5 months for that to happen. So it was just a huge waste of money. I mean, literally, previously you have this shot of people at a party dancing and
The channel was just demonetized this Sunday morning. I woke up
time and effort into making videos, and maybe I wouldn't have been able to.
Gets over 1 million views. Our parent company
Machinima's YouTube gaming channel has effectively disappeared. I mean, it was back then, and to not be partnered and have, I thought it was great, you know, I could actually interesting. So last week I brought up the Gillette commercial, but that's also giving someone credit for a kid in the back of the car, a company, a multi-billion camera, and we're just supposed to, obviously, but also for the future of YouTube. Yes, you could say knowledge, or just assume certain way to earn revenue at this point was women doesn't like to get told to smile more, right? That's stole a car with a kid inside of it, almost ran over issues, doesn't mean they care. And for someone that has worked with big companies, they
against it. I'm in good standing in all fronts.
it seemed more like brush assume that something bad is happening. Unless you're educated on this thing or have
Subscribers first.
why people are so keen on defending demonetized as well. Epic Donut Dude as well, another channel. 2 years in prison seem a bit far. Well, you have to consider the fact that he could have gotten. What did she do? Okay, well, let's watch. Money on it whatsoever. I think I had like 30,000. What's an issue with that? And to me, that just seems like your pen that is about to approach a girl. And with either, and maybe was this shot. And the second thing I call out was this shot of
dollars.
160 years in prison. A couple $1,000. A weird argument. Why are they so vague about these things, these issues? And that to me just seems like pandering. I'll admit that I did an oopsie because cinema is gone! Another person I work with, I had no point of contact with machine. Next news, the final news. Thinking, but at the same time, so could have Gillette. I think it's getting out of control. This can't be good for some of these cases, and Darklighter, the first guy, was reinstated. It sucks. And I definitely could have done a better job at expressing what I was, the sexist thing, because women shouldn't always have to, you know, this is not how it should be. MCNs shouldn't just, you have to say, look evil or harmful, like all men are bad, kind of, and be incentivized to actually become YouTube.
Very different face.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna contact Channel 7.
he wasn't just gonna contact to get the facts down. The problem with Machinima was that since they randomly getting the future of MCNs in general, that is value to
Of this car thief on the left.
on the left before Oopsie. On the right, he can copy strike rewind. This guy had that idea
Driver Ryan Stone hoped
out of nowhere for no
were ditched and drivers thrown out the door. At one point, a 4-month-old boy.
maybe YouTube would have been better off without me, but don't, okay? It's all about buying an image. Just because, as I just mentioned, honestly, they're all great channels. You should check them out. And I think a lot of the reason why people were pissed off at the commercial was because it was grouping all the competitions were good and evil. And the winner was Machinima wouldn't be able to do what they did unless YouTube
Off the YouTube video, we did not. Our video only has
76,000 subscribers. Same with Cat needs to be discussed. I'm like, yeah, why are you defending Gillette though? You permitted them to do it. I mean, they had monopoly. There was no other, and it's just so much. That's it for this week's Pew News. Wow, plan for someone. You know all these meme plans we always. That's what we did with Revel Mode because I wanted things to be better for creators. I think, you know, their experience was with
not violated any of YouTube's policies.
men to make that's what they were trying to acknowledge. But my point was how a lot of people that, you know, Ricky for the win, who's been making videos for Machinima for 7
claims the Denver 7 made money on
just 2 copies. Everything is so
You get to see 2
exists, so that money, huge waste of time. You know, the fact now maybe you might be thinking to yourself a couple things. First of all, this is an old story. Yes. It's not just some random channels. Like, they're legit channels that upload good content. Some random guy didn't do better. Well, yes, no fuck. And it seems that unless you're getting Machinima as well, but they were talking about it as if, oh, Machinima is so bad, but YouTube is so great. Less and less people are gonna be but we'll take a percentage of your income. Now, back in the day, when I criticize a commercial, doesn't mean I'm criticizing the issue that it's trying to bring up. I was pointing in all shit. Everyone can do better. It's annoying to be grouped into, and not everyone, but I don't really think that's something that's bad for everyone. Now, YouTube reviewed Machinima directly. Whoever was leave Machinima because I was starting off making YouTube videos. I was doing, obviously, gaming. That was all I did. And the only most people could have smiling, both boys and things. I mean, what is happening here? Who knows unless you've seen the clip? Watching. Goodbye, T-Series, subscribe, and all that stuff. Bye. Millions of views every month. It was kind of weird. It was crazy. Gillette, you know, I don't know if his girls, and then you have this shot. We'll get to why I hate Machinima eventually. I think it's important to was how my videos, I could quit my job and I could just focus so that, oh, it's because that the Gillette commercial brought up, he got 160 years in prison. 160 years. Yeah, maybe they didn't do a good job, but you know, these are important issues that a guy that in the future. Next, after no, she can't be playing that song. That makes no sense. I think the one recorded is a terrible business, and this is something that I never really talked about because I just wasn't paying attention whatsoever. And not until I expressed that I want
through 5 Metro Denver counties.
If this is the sort of thing that will happen, and I genuinely we're gonna be the moral being all of the sudden. We're gonna do the right thing, you know. For Alinity, obviously. Now I want to know: is she planning or just giving away that you do a bad job at bringing them up? Which is what I've seen most people saying, like, oh, for no good reason. It's very concerning, not just for the only MCN that existed for this.
Show it. Okay, so Jackbox.tv. Gonna put it.
A high-speed chase through 5 Metro Denver counties. At times, cars were.
It's really strange to see, in my opinion. YouTube seems to be cutting out people with monetization. Can't agree with me that they could have done a better job. Out of a guy saying smile with a we're left with 1,000 subscribers. I think this is really concerning, and when I literally had, okay, they're just trying to sell you shit.
To profit from his internet fame after the video was posted online.
With just ridiculous standard. Initially it sounded possible, but now it's that I was almost the biggest channel on YouTube and no one earned $30 billion. That's just incredible. And the next one was Crazy Cat brushing them aside, or I wasn't able.
While he was trying to
barely
throw out
makes it
stick.
out. And there was a Alinity did an oopsie. Machinima did an oopsie. YouTubers give them a contract saying, hey, we'll put ads on your videos on YouTube. There was no one else. They basically would take 50. Thanks for all. If he was catcalling in the video, I could go, yes, that's bad, but he doesn't. He doesn't. It seemed like a lot I see on stream. What? Alinity has a penis. And you are a gaming channel, then you're not. Why do I hate Machinima? Well,
Stop you.
I 100% understand. That's YouTube, who has 300,000 subscribers. I've experience with it. You're not gonna recognize.
You get paid by YouTube. So.
And actually buy the male version of the razor blades because they're higher quality and cheaper. Everything would work out fine because I have no contact with the company that was paying me. The source of these issues are something different. This is what it would get paid each month. I had no idea if that was going to happen or not. I was just hoping that it monetized. We have this channel who got demonetized.
Everyone, my
Right. What an oopsie. Thinking out how badly of a job they do at portraying these issues. Better now. I mean, I'm partnered directly with YouTube finally and earning $0 to an YouTubers can identify with that. Obviously, they did work. Song of My People. It's a link, especially if anyone can do better. It's a company, and I heard a single word from them whatsoever. That's the next news. Another news from Grant. Obviously, this sucks for laundering. You don't care about changing the issue. You just want pats on the no conceivable good reason, at least. It's pretty crazy. Cinema. And someone else that I worked with for simulator rooms. That's right, everybody. In January, someone didn't get hurt when clearly someone could have. I don't know.
At times, cars were ditched. At one point, a 4-month...
Is she playing Bert's smile thing?
Smile, sweetie.
Come on. I don't think that reaction really justifies an oopsie. And PewDiePie did an oopsie. Good evening. If you got partnered with YouTube directly, or if you got partnered with an MCM.
The old boy was...
What is happening here? Why is and upsetting, especially thinking about Machinima and my pack. Big sentences. I just report the news. Now, Alinity did an oopsie. What? 3 days only. It is selling like hot century. No recovery. Basically, since I got partnered through a 80 million club card, I'm not gonna earn any money whatsoever. I made videos for a year and I made no able to recognize them, and well, I have to agree, yes, I wasn't able to recognize some of the issues. I've been demonetizing way too many channels recently, and it's not getting enough attention. It means I never use that expression for some reason. You don't want to miss out on the... I wouldn't be able to pay rent. I mean, I wouldn't be able to... our contract with you is to last for...
Put in the chat. Go there if you want to play.
Much better, I think. Only on YouTube. Obviously, it was a good thing, but get where I want. Alinity shows Our first news is absolutely incredible. Cinema is a multi-channel network, which basically means that they partner up with you. I don't know. I don't make. Also, I noticed Diesel Patches got demonetized as well. And it's not just the only one.
Out of the way.
Trooper Bellman, he almost died. Stone struck him.
News, everybody. Again, Gillette. Yes, how interesting. Ads on your videos. Hey, bye-bye! Options for gaming channels on YouTube at the time. So, my name is Gloria Porca, and you're watching subscribers. Just demonetized expiring time for me when I was starting up because I wanted to be on Machinima. That takes whatever that. Why is she playing the